me up all night, putting things on the side. What do you have in mind? She's awake all the time. What are you trying to find? I hope this ain't a lie. Cause I'm vibing with all we have. Yeah, I'm feeling what we are now. I'm laying down on the ground. All I do is thinking out loud. Yeah, I'm vibing with all we have. I'm feeling what we are now. All I do is thinking out loud. Cause I'm running with these emotions, stumbling out of bed. One hell of a roller coaster. You're messing with my head. I'm ending up so clueless. What are you trying to find? I'm running with these emotions. Tell me, what do you have in mind? Mind. Tell me, what do you have in mind? Mind. I put my heart on the line through our phone in the night. No, I'm here by your side.
We're staying at this Holiday Inn right here. If I can get this camera right there. So I'm telling you, Holiday Inn used to be the deal back in the day. We used to stay there. It was like, well, me and my family used to be like the top of the line deal. But it kind of fell off recently. We stay in a lot of Hiltons now, but I'm here to tell you that this Holiday Inn that we staying in Nuremberg City Center, they're probably the nicest Holiday Inn that I've ever seen. To the point where I'm probably gonna look at some more Holiday Inn somewhere else when we go somewhere else. What you think about this Holiday Inn?
It's very nice.
What you like about it?
It's nice, spacious rooms. They give you good food.
It's amazing in there. I mean, it's right downtown. You know, just don't go the wrong way because you will end up in the red light district. But it's right downtown. Pretty close to everything. The whole city is historical. You can walk to it. We probably will walk to the castle from here. But yeah, Holiday Inn. Shout out. It's all right in here. We still Hilton folks, but I'm just saying, this Holiday Inn is all right. We'll give you a few shots. Hold up. Little business area to work on. Eating area. Legit. Got food area. Got the food area there.
You might want to come here and try out the red light district.
Nuremberg. Seems like everywhere we go, it's a carnival here, though. I don't know. Like when I get back and I'm going to like them Oktoberfest in the States, I'm gonna hit them with this footage. Georgia, the whole town is fashioned after Germany. It's like Oktoberfest year round. Then they do an Oktoberfest there in October. Helen, Georgia. Don't worry about it, I'm gonna do a video there. We went to Australia last weekend, and that's exaggeration. I don't know, y'all really went to Australia? Okay.
No.
So he said we went to Australia last weekend, man, and we ate out about 6 times, man. My lady, she loves the food. I said, well, I guess you gotta experience that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You'll never go there.
When we eat out, like when we go, we just eat and drink.
That's where all the money goes.
Food. So
We're never gonna experience it again.
so that's one thing we don't do. Cause I hate to say I don't think I'm cheap, but my wife cooks so much, and I love her cooking.
Yeah.
We go in the Airbnb, and we just like, yo, you got a stove? Where the local grocery store at? Oh, look at the Gucci. Is that a Gucci jacket?
This yesterday.
Is that a...
a second-hand designer store.
This?
No, down.
Oh, I get ready to say.
Down where the train station is, and the prices are pretty good.
Really? Oh, they built. I mean, they
All right,
built.
Gucci.
They got the
Look
whole
at that.
50
Yeah,
outfit.
that's
How much is that 50 outfit? The jacket.
Hermes. Look at the Hermes store. Y'all seeing that to the left? I don't know nothing about them damn them luxury brands, dude. You like my guide to the luxury. You like my guide to the luxury. Jaquan, talk to me. Tell me something. Where we headed to? Avon, talk to me. Talk to your fans. You about to get some fans. Hold on, let me get right. Sitting out in front of Starbucks. We're in Nuremberg right now. Nuremberg, Germany. Starbucks. My whole group wanted to go in and get coffee, which is fine. We got a lot going on. We're gonna try to we'll go to the Nuremberg Castle. We'll try to get over to Zeppelin Feld documentation center. We ain't going in, but we're just gonna go over there and look at that stuff. Trying to capture as much as we can over here in Germany, but this Nuremberg today. I definitely got pictures of this hat from last year. So I got these last year. They go together. That's my fashion consultant back there, Marshall from B Square. You know, I'll never be able to get on his level. I just try to keep my shoe game.
I don't even have a level, man.
I try to keep my shoe game superb, but I try to keep my shoe game superb, but you know, everything else, you know, so I go to him for all the heat. And then we out here, we do a little slow pan to the world traveler. The world traveler B Martinez, he out here decided to hang with us a little bit today, so
Hang out with the Jeffersons.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So where we at? Talk to your
Nuremberg, nice little day in Nuremberg, Germany.
yeah.
Go on a nice little walk.
Yeah, we might need that for the vlog.
You dude, come on. That's history. I mean, what is he talking about? I don't know what he's doing. Are we really trying to do this or not? Am I in this shit by myself? I don't know what's going on. He the one that got me into this.
The places they're gonna hit if they leave, if they do happen to come to Europe, will be Paris, Rome, and maybe England, but you won't get like the nitty gritty like where we're at right now. So.
Yeah. Y'all got to get into this. This a whole lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lifestyle. Cause look, you.
But neither one of us posted a video yet.
No. Yeah, there you go. Let's see. There you go. B square. You know, I was just talking to my.
Trying to stunt on me.
No. I was just talking to my fashion consultant. I gave him love.
He did that.
You know what I'm saying? I was just talking to my fashion consultant. You know what I'm saying? I told the world that, you know, I ain't gonna never get on his level with all the gear. I just try to keep the shoe game fresh. I just stay low and keep firing. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is B squared out here hanging with us. They're gonna be coming. We coming for y'all.
Period.
We coming for y'all.
Let 'em
Believe
know.
it. Believe that.
Foot on next.
Look at
On
that.
that.
Look at that. Look at that.
Foot
That's
on
what I'm saying.
next.
Fashion icons right here. Look for
They
them.
be like, what's your location? On their neck.
On it.
On their-
It be packed. Well, we went kind of at the end. Look at that action right there. I mean, it's beautiful out here. Nuremberg, Germany, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, B squared here, getting ready for their next hot video. You know what I'm saying? Getting y'all some behind the scenes action right here. One of the up and coming vloggers, you know. You see them here first. Probably not, because they're going to post before me, but whatever. You see? You see it here first. Actually, this may not be that bad, because Avon, by the time we got here last time, I was dead. We walked from the train station though. I was hurt when we got here. Whew. Heading up to the castle. How's that coffee? Oh yeah, that's a little picture coming out. Yeah, a little hurt piece right here.
Welcome to this.
A little hurt piece.
Oh my
My
God.
head glistening.
Oh,
I'm tired.
Mrs. Martinez, that coffee cup done got heavy. That's all. There you go.
It was like little
Woo!
like a dessert. Shouldn't have ate it. Drink it before I came here.
Hey. Oh yeah. Don't worry, we almost done, I think. Not for me. Yeah, I know. You can make it be hot. Whew. Oh yeah. You like it? Your mama drinking here. How much you pay for that? 20 euro? Good old Nuremberg Castle. Gotta walk through there too. Okay. Just gonna swing this around. So we made it to inside the castle. We're not on top of it yet. My other cat got my assistant director here with me. We're about to leave the castle. About to leave the Nuremberg Castle. We had to get our equipment together. All right, Avon, it's on you to come up with the fresh shots coming out of here. Heading down here now, away from the castle. Away from the castle. I don't know what happened right here. Sorry about that wind, but this used to be a lake. It's all gone now. I don't know what's happening out there. It used to be water and boats, people paddling and kayaking and all that kind of stuff. I don't know what's happening out there. It ain't looking good. Ain't looking good for them right now. Dang. That's pretty bad. I'm telling you. Them people standing out there, they probably came here a couple of years ago like, dang. Look at this. I don't know what happened to all this water, but where that water go, babe? You think they sucked it out of it? They must flush a lot of toilets around here or something. Golly. It was full up. It was boats and everything out there. So we headed down to Zeppelin Feld right now. Those not familiar with that, that's where the Nazis used to have their rallies over here. So we're not promoting any of that kind of stuff and all that BS, but it's history, and we just gonna go check it out. And since we're here, we're in Germany, we're in Nuremberg, so all the historical sites we're gonna go try to check them out, and this happens to be one of them. So we made it, Zeppelin Feld. So we're in here. I'm gonna turn this thing around, show you some stuff. Y'all gonna make it. Wait. So I got my son, Jay Corn, right here. Tell us everything you know about this place.
So this is where Adolf Hitler held his meetings, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
And they did a lot of parades and stuff here. And if I'm not mistaken, a lot of the tanks that they made were presented to Hitler here. Like the Tiger, they presented that for his birthday. So there's a lot of historic stuff that goes on here. Well, that went on here until after 1945.
So,
the war ended.
So my son is a history buff. I like history too. I don't know, maybe he got that from me. But he's way more into these tanks and this old antique stuff than I am. I just know the basics, but he know a lot of good stuff about this. And like I said, we ain't over here glorifying it, but this is good information for my children and the other generation to be able to see this kind of stuff and learn from it and not make them kind of mistakes. Right?
So what's insane is right behind me, I recently pulled up a photo of seeing Hitler standing right behind us.
Yep.
And, the amount of people that were here, all the Hitler youth, it's crazy, but it's history. It's something that needs to be done.
Yes.
We can never forget about it, and that's why they keep things like this still open for us to see. So we never forget about it. It never happens again.
Agreed. Hey man, you ain't looking too good up here. I mean, I know the little podium back there. You know, you don't feel too good about this place, do you?
No, I just get the bad spirit.
What's wrong with it? We can't.
I mean, it's good to look at.
History, man.
Yeah, I just
history.
feel like they should blow up all this shit.
Yeah, well,
He said blew up all this.
yeah, we none of
It's
us.
like, you know, you don't want to be remembering bad stuff, but you got this big old remembrance.
Yeah, we don't want to. If you forget about history, you doomed to repeat it. So I ain't out here trying to glorify it. I ain't out here trying to glorify it, but you know, I'm in Germany.
Definitely.
Yeah, we in Germany. I'm in Germany. This is historic.
That's on
This is historic.
And that's on what? U.S. government.
That's on unemployment.
You gotta know your history. That's what we all about. That's what this traveling is all about, to get over here and see these things. And you may never get a chance to come over here and see this kind of stuff because it's going away, falling apart. And they're probably gonna get tore down one day. I'm surprised it made it this long. See, they got a stadium over there. They building up all around it. So I don't know, maybe it's a thing where they gotta keep it or whatever. State own it or whatever, but I don't think it's gonna last. So we took this opportunity to come over here and check it all out. A little unfinished building, which is now the documentation center. I've got to figure out what it was going to be or whatever. We'll try to drop it in, but we may not be skilled enough yet to do that. But the Germans or the Nazis never got a chance to finish that one before the end of the war, so they just kind of left it there, and now they use it as a museum / documentation center, as they call it over here. And it used to be water here once again. I don't know what happened over here. Whatever happened, it ain't good. It used to be boats and everything out here, but the documentation center's still there. Let me see. So what you gonna say if your daddy blow off of this? Like, I get real good and I get thousands of followers and all that kind of stuff off these videos that I'm trying to do. What y'all gonna say about your old man?
What are you talking about?
That was all us. From the dirt.